Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. Countdown to Madden 22 is on. We are getting very close, but I still do have a few more Madden 21 videos I'm going to release up until Madden 22 comes out. And today we're going to be going over one of my favorite defenses in the game. You can use this defense to bring pressure from either side, or you could also drop back in coverage, all while disguising the defense very easily so the offense doesn't know what you're doing. And also, you can stop the run at the same time. So this is a do-everything type defense. It's very easy to run. I personally like using it in the Giants defensive playbook. However, you can use it from other playbooks as well. It's going to be from the big nickel over G. Now, this formation, you can sub your safeties in at linebacker. That is something I would recommend doing unless you have a really good linebacker, such as Bobby Wagner. In that case, obviously, I probably would just leave him in the game. But you can sub in your safeties if you do not have good linebackers. And as you guys can see here, then you can even put your linebackers at D end and your actually ends at D tackle. So that's another thing you can do to get some more speed on the field with the ends at D tackle as well. The play we're going to look at is the cover 2 man. So first I want to show you guys how to bring some pressure from this defense, and then we're going to get into some coverage as well. Again, everything is going to look the same. So guys, just to remind you, if you enjoy my free YouTube content, we do tips and gameplays every week. Once Madden 22 comes out, we will be doing basically videos every day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop us a like, turn your notifications on. All that stuff really does help us out a lot. And if you're looking to get better at Madden, offense or defense, it doesn't matter. Check out sportsgamers.com. That's where I post all my premium content, ebooks, offensive and defensive schemes, and weekly tips in the Madden Vault. If you like my free YouTube content, you will love my premium content on sportsgamers.com. So we're going to start off going against bunch tight end. Play right here is a deep corner route, pretty popular play. We're in the Raiders playbook on offense to show some meta stuff. So the first thing you always want to do in this scheme is to show blitz. This is going to bring your safety into the box, as you guys can see Jamal Adams, so we can disguise what we're doing very well. Now, if you want to bring, the other thing we always do is we always pinch the D-line, and I always like to go ahead and slant them to the outside. It makes the rush angles go out, as you can see here. Now, say that they're just sending everybody out on a route, right? And you want to just bring some quick pressure. All you have to do is blitz the safety in the box. Go ahead, take your user, stand over the center like this. I like to put them on a blitz angle. And at the snap, basically your responsibility is the running back. If you see him go out on a route, basically just peel off into the flat. So as the user, you do want to be on a blitz angle, and you do want to go ahead and hit the center or just engage with him for a split second once the ball snapped. Now, I like to make sure I'm kind of leaning forward like this, and if I do see the running back go out on a route, I know I need to go check him really quickly in the flat. So this blitz works really well if they don't block anybody. Now, if they do block people, that's when you might need to go ahead and send an extra player. But here we just have the simple advantage of that because the offensive line thinks that I'm actually blitzing because I take a step forward and touch the center before I go guard the running back. He just lets Jamal Adams come free off the edge right here. See how Jamal Adams just gets a free run at the quarterback? And that's because the offensive line thinks that we're blitzing 6, even though it's only 5. So that's why they let him come free like that. Now, obviously, if we're going up against a blocked running back, we're going to have to bring an extra player. So let's say that they change it up, block the running back. So if I notice them doing that, I can bring some additional pressure by just sending an extra rusher. Or the other option I do have is to drop back into some coverage. So now that, if I see that they're playing, with a lot more extra protection, I can just drop back in coverage and I have less people to even worry about it. And it's going to be hard for them to find an opening. But in a situation like that, what I'll do if I want to blitz is go ahead again. I show blitz, pinch my D-line, crash him to the outside, and I go ahead and I still blitz Jamal Adams, but then I also blitz the slot corner, which is this case is the guy that's manned up right here. You can see Randall. So what you're going to have to do is then you're going to have to man up the safety on the guy that's uncovered. You still stand over the center if you're user on a blitz angle. Now, obviously, guys, you can do different shadings. You can shade, however which way you want, inside out, over top, underneath, whatever you really feel like you want to do. But basically, again here, because the running back is going to end up being blocked, we don't have to worry about guarding him. So basically, we'll touch up the center just like this, engage with him for a split second, and then we can just free roam. In that case, I was just looking at the middle of the field. What you want to take away is always the first read. So in a formation like this, that's a lot of times would be maybe the tight end corner route, or maybe a post slant over the middle of the field, a crossing route over the middle of the field. Basically, I just like to watch the middle for quick routes, and then also like quick corners too. Here, as you guys can see here, the running back, he had a choice. He had to take either the guy coming from the right or from the left. There's two coming free. Generally, he's going to take the one on his side of the field, which is the right. He let the other one come free and got an easy sack. Now, like I said, this defense is not just all about pressure. Yes, it's really good to bring pressure, but at a certain point, it's never smart to blitz every play, and maybe they start going max protect. And, there's things you can do to still get pressure even if they do max protect, but truthfully, to be honest, the better play is really to just drop back into coverage so then they don't know, hey, should I max protect? Should I just block my running back? Should I send everybody out? Now, when I'm going to play more coverage, first of all, I always do keep auto flip on with this defense. But when I want to start mixing in more coverage, I'm definitely going to change my zone drops. For at least the curl flats, you can do flats too if you want. But with this defense, a lot of times I just will use curl flats. And another important thing to note is, especially when you do play a lot of coverage, make sure you use the slot cornerback or slot CB package. That is very important because it changes the assignments you can do with the secondary players. But basically, it depends what type of routes they're using. If they're looking to beat me with a lot of those deep crossers or maybe corners, what you are going to want to do is put curl flats on 25. Hook zones, sometimes I'll change those up, but I normally put them on 5 to start, and then if they're abusing me, I'll change them to 10. But for this defense, this is typically what I look to do right here. And so let's go ahead and get right back into it. Now, we all know that this formation right here is notorious for the rollout corners and crossers really more than anything else. So, if they're doing something like this to where, I know that they're probably going to look to hit one of those routes, and, I want to watch the delay fade. So what I'm going to do is basically just drop everybody back in coverage. So what I might do is I might put my safety in the middle of the field. It's on the left and the inside third so he can watch the posts for me, just like this. And then I'm going to put my safety in the box. I'm going to put him in a curl flat. And, honestly, if they're doing a lot of crazy rollout crossers, you might even want to set it to 30. And, that's going to allow you to get back a little bit further. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of my DNs in the hook zone. Again, you can control whether you want that at 5 or 10 yards. That's up to you. Against formations like this that have heavy play action, I definitely would recommend pass committing because your zones are going to react a lot quicker and a lot better if you pass commit. If you don't pass commit, they might get sucked in by the play action, and you just might not get them dropping back into their coverage depths as well as they normally would if you did. Now, we always do keep our user on a blitz angle even when we're not blitzing, just because, as you guys should know by now, that gives yourself better user control when trying to cover. So as you guys can see here, again, I'm just kind of waiting for the delay fade because that's all I really got to worry about. There's nothing open, and you get a coverage sack. So if you guys take a look at the replay, you'll see what I mean. Jamal Adams, who I put in the purple, because of his zone drop, he got right underneath that deep crosser. So all I had to do was take away the little shallow cross initially, and then I peeled back to help on the delayed fade, even though it was covered very well. And then you guys can see the post up here is double teamed. And we just ended up basically getting a coverage sack. Now, if this defense, I'd say one of the most important things to have is a defensive line that can get some pressure on its own. Like a good pressure from your D-line definitely makes a difference because, when you do want to play coverage, you don't want to really rush too many. A lot of times you only want to rush 3. So if you have 3 solid pass rushers, that will definitely help you guys out a lot, be able to still get pressure even when playing coverage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be on the lookout for more, and like I said, once Madden 22 comes out, we will be doing videos every single day. Thank you guys for your support this year, and still watching these videos even in the very, very last few days of Madden 21. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out of here.